Congratulations on reaching the end of the first week in this course on preparing data for analysis with Microsoft Excel. In this week, you explored the fundamentals of Microsoft Excel by learning how to create workbook content and work with blocks of data in Excel. Let's take a few minutes to recap the key skills you gained during this week's lessons. You began with an introduction to the program in which you discovered what topics you will learn about as you progress through the different courses. You were also given guidance on how to be successful in this course. This guidance included helpful tips on how to structure your study and ways in which you can approach the learning material. You were then introduced to other learners in a meet and greet session, during which you explained why you're taking this course and what you hope to achieve from it. Finally, you explored a list of valuable resources you can use to succeed in the course. In the second lesson, you learned how to create workbook content. You began this module with an introduction to Microsoft Excel. You developed an understanding of the importance and function of the application, including how it's used in everyday business to store, calculate, and gain insights from data. You then learned how to navigate Excel using its user interface, or UI. The UI is comprised of three key areas. There's the title bar, which contains the name of your file, the search option, and other primary features. The worksheet is the main area used to input data into cells, and the command tabs provide quick access to Excel's commands, which are organized in areas called tabs or ribbons. You then learned how to enter and format data in Excel. You explored the different ways data can be added to a worksheet. You discovered how to use formatting to improve the readability of a spreadsheet, and you reviewed keyboard shortcuts for data entry and formatting. Next, you learned how to manage worksheets. You then undertook an exercise where you demonstrated your new skills by adding data to a worksheet. This was followed by a knowledge check, which tested your understanding of the material. Finally, you explored additional resources to enhance your learning. In the third and final lesson of this week, you focused on working with blocks of data in Excel. You began the lesson by learning how to read large data blocks in Excel. You explored Excel's navigation and editing features, such as the freeze panes feature, the new window feature, and the name box feature and keyboard shortcuts. You then developed an understanding of the concepts of sort and filter. You learned how to identify the key differences between both. And you learned how to sort and filter data in Excel so that you can organize and identify data quickly and efficiently. You then explored different methods for sorting data in a worksheet, including alphanumeric sort and the multi-level sort feature. And you discovered how to use the filter feature to control data visibility in a worksheet. Next, you undertook an exercise in which you demonstrated your new skills by sorting and filtering data in a worksheet. This was followed by a knowledge check and module quiz. Both items tested your understanding of the material by presenting questions focused on the key concepts you explored. You should now be familiar with the fundamentals of Microsoft Excel. You should be capable of creating workbook content and using different methods for working with blocks of data. Great work. I look forward to guiding you through the lessons next week, in which you'll learn how to use formulas and functions in Excel.